To understand current warehouse strategy, we have to start with the historical baseline. For decades, the facility functioned as a static box, a storage cost center that relied entirely on human labor and floor space to move goods. E-commerce altered this requirement. The shift towards smaller order sizes and near-instant delivery expectations turned that storage space into a high-velocity engine. Today, the speed at which a product moves from dock to customer dictates market survival. The data shows the pressure on legacy operations. Manual warehousing costs are dominated by labor, accounting for roughly 65% of the total fulfillment budget, with human error rates averaging 4%. In contrast, automated systems operate with near-total accuracy, reducing those errors to 0.04%. This creates a dilemma for operators. They are squeezed between rising labor costs and the need for seasonal scalability, but the solutions seem out of reach. Most assume the only path forward is either leasing a larger building or committing to an immediate 8-figure investment in robotics. But competitive advantage is rarely built on a single massive purchase. It requires a sequenced approach that targets specific inefficiencies first, allowing the operation to improve its flexibility without jeopardizing its capital. We sequence upgrades using a framework mapping operational impact against capital and effort required. Phase 1 begins with lean tools, such as 5S and Kanban, requiring minimal capital but demanding the cultural discipline to maintain an organized floor. That discipline allows for velocity-based slotting. Positioning your fastest-moving inventory in a golden zone at waist height reduces travel distance and physical strain for pickers. You further stabilize the operation by moving from disruptive annual inventory counts to daily cycle counting. This provides the real-time visibility needed to catch discrepancies before they impact a customer's order. Because picking and packing activities often account for more than 55% of a warehouse's total operating costs, having that time, a documented result of lean projects, unlocks significant liquid capital. This reduction in the burn rate provides the internal funding needed for the next phase of modernization. The framework shows that once the physical floor is organized, the next step is to translate those physical movements into trackable data. Moving into the medium-effort, high-impact zone requires integrating a cloud WMS and enforcing scan validation for every item. Enforcing barcode scans at every touchpoint creates a failsafe. If an item doesn't match the order, the system stops the process, bringing human error weights down to near zero without changing the physical hardware. This unified data pool allows for omni-channel fulfillment, letting you manage online and store inventory in one place. The trade-off is the complexity of the initial IT integration and the recurring costs of software licensing. However, accurate data abstracts the labor from the decision-making process. By removing the need for pickers to know where products are, you make the operation immune to high staff turnover and ready for physical automation. Finally, we map the highest tier of modernization, the physical hardware required for high-volume scaling. These systems require high capital investment and a long implementation timeline, but they deliver the highest possible throughput per square foot. Before adding robotics, you can maximize your current footprint. Narrow aisle racking and mezzanines allow an operation to utilize nearly 100% of its vertical space, often deferring the need to lease a new building. For high-volume enterprises, automated storage and retrieval systems and mobile robots resolve labor shortages by bringing the product to the picker. This slashes walking time by over 50% and maintains speed during peak demand. This hardware is the final piece of the scalability puzzle. It enables a warehouse to grow its output without increasing its headcount, provided it is accelerating a floor that has already been organized by lean processes and clean data. This decision scorecard aligns these phases with your specific business bottlenecks. The objective is a system where you only pay for the capacity your current volume requires. If you are a margin-squeezed operator, prioritize the foundation. Focus on 5S, ABC slotting, and mandatory scan validation to eliminate the waste and errors that are draining your cash. If you are space-starved, look at vertical reclamation. Deploying mezzanines and a cloud WMS for better inventory density is often more cost-effective than signing a new lease. And if you are an enterprise scaler dealing with rapid growth, this is when you invest in AMRs and predictive AI to remove the reliance on the local labor market entirely. Competitive advantage isn't found in a single piece of technology. It is found in the sequence, deploying the exact level of operational leverage required for your specific stage of growth.